You're listening to the podcast where we talk about life, sports, family, and everything in between. Welcome to Just Talking Out Loud with your hosts, Ron and Terry.
Hello and welcome to the show. I'm Ron.
And I'm Terry.
And we're happy that you have joined us for our final summer series edition of Just Talking Out Loud. This is it, summer.
It's over.
Oh, yeah, it's just, I hate even thinking about it. I just feel like I just feel like we just got started.
I know.
Then we're going to start season 3 of our podcast. Season 3. Who would have ever thunk that we would have made 3 seasons? I know there was a couple times I was ready to give up. I'm sorry, my mic
it keeps leaning
is
in.
actually leaning on me.
I thought it was going to fall on you.
It's just
there
leaning.
It goes again.
Is it leaning?
It started going again.
Yeah, I can't get it. There's still a lot of work to be done as far as
setting up here.
Setting this up, but it does want to. It acts like it wants to lean on me. So we're going to talk about a couple things. We're going to do as we, like I said, we finish up our summer series. We're going to talk about how would you like to find out if you had bad breath, and then we're going to talk about only in America, and then we'll do a little test, or not a test, but a survey that people had done. And this is, I just found this today. As adults, sometimes kids ask us questions, and sometimes we tell like little white lies, harmless lies, or sometimes we've heard things, from our parents that maybe, they're kind of harmless. So we're going to go through some of these. I thought they were kind of cute. So we'll talk about that if the mic will ever just stay where I want it to stay. But first, before we start that, I was going to talk to you about I got a couple things going here, so just bear with me. If you had to rank fast food restaurants, I wanted to see, Carrie, because, you and I, we have kind of the same taste for the most part.
Yeah.
So they did a satisfaction ranking of some of of all just fast food restaurants. So, we're talking about like Papa John's, it's a pizza place, McDonald's, Burger King. So if you had to take a guess at who you thought ranked number 1 on the satisfaction ranking for...
It wouldn't be my choice, but McDonald's is always busy.
You might be surprised where McDonald's is. That is not number 1.
Okay, well, it's always busy, though, but so people still go,
Oh, yeah.
I mean?
Oh, yeah. It's still...
Even though that's not my first choice, although they do have more choices for breakfast. I will give them that.
Yeah.
Like when you're traveling and you want to keep on going, they have like the biscuit sandwiches, then they have the McGriddles, which are the pancake sandwiches,
right.
And then they have hash brown. They have more choices, and then you can get hot cakes in a little thing too. Mm-hmm. For breakfast, they seem to have more of a variety than the other fast foods, which I'm talking about, like Burger King and Wendy's, and that. A lot of them only have 1 or 2 sandwiches, like Burger King has the croissants, but I don't know, do they offer? I didn't see this is how often we go to fast food. Do they have like hot cakes in the morning for you? I don't think Burger King carries like hot cakes, do they? I don't know.
I wonder if they carry those French
toast sticks or whatever. I don't.
We don't do that.
Yeah, we don't.
If we're going to go to breakfast, we're going to eat to Bob Evans.
Yeah, well, for breakfast. But the only time we ever, like if we were in a hurry traveling, we might go to a fast food, and usually if we do, that McDonald's is like not quite halfway down, and that's usually where we stop because we know the restroom is usually clean. This year, I didn't have any toilet paper for Ron.
Oh, no, I know. I get in there and there's no toilet paper. I always check if you're going to go get gas, if you're on a trip and you need to go to the bathroom, make sure they got toilet paper. I get in there. Luckily,
I didn't check when we stopped at that 7-Eleven on the way home, and I would have really been in trouble if I would have started throwing up and there was no toilet paper in there.
Yeah, I got in there and there was... I mean, luckily I didn't sit down and think, oh, I just said the heck with it. But I ended up, I think we took some Kleenexes out of the car.
Yeah, I had Kleenexes in my purse, which I gave you. But
note to self, always check to make sure there's toilet paper in there before you, especially if you're in like a 7-Eleven or, some type of a gas station.
Yeah.
Because they have the sheets and the,
Before you sit down, especially if you got to go.
Yeah, if you're in mid-push and you just find out they have no toilet paper, you're walking out of there with
poop in your
dirty
drawers.
underwear. No doubt. Skid marks for sure. So as far as fast food restaurants and satisfaction, McDonald's actually came in dead last.
Really?
Yeah. But I was wondering if you thought, see, there's a place that came in number one that we don't frequent. A lot of people love this place.
Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A. They're number one.
They're number one, really?
Number one. Yeah.
And I think they're a little bit more expensive than a lot of the other ones.
Yeah, and it's satisfaction type thing.
Oh.
It's all about the satisfaction, getting the right. I think a lot of it has to do with leaving with what you ordered.
Yeah, and liking the food.
Is.
You know what I mean?
You go into like McDonald's, you got to check before you leave.
Yes.
Because most times something's missing. Well, that's happened to us several times. Jimmy John's is number 2. Jimmy John's, their sandwiches are good.
We've had them, yeah. We like them.
Then there's KFC, which I haven't had. I do like their chicken.
We used to do KFC like quite a bit. We'll have to do that one day when the kids come.
Papa John's. We like their pizza, but it's a little pricey, I think, but it is good pizza.
Yeah.
And then Domino's, Five Guys, Pizza Hut. Yeah, we haven't done Pizza Hut in a long time.
And do we even have a Pizza Hut around here?
Yeah,
anymore?
it's over by the church.
Okay, but we quit ordering from Pizza Hut because they gave us, was it burned pizza at one point when we ordered it out, like for delivery?
Yeah,
remember
sometimes
the one
we were
time
having
we were having issues with, yeah.
But yeah, so there, I just thought that was a little bit interesting because we don't really go to. Well, we've done fast. We just had that. Your mom had bought me that Whopper, and it just wasn't.
Well, it's
don't
sat
remember
here
it.
all day, and it was in the refrigerator.
Yeah, but even then,
stuff.
sometimes.
My Junior Whopper was good, but the Junior Whopper shrank from what it was when our kids were younger. It is the size of a hamburger, what a hamburger used to be, but the only difference is it has lettuce and tomato and stuff on it. And I think that it used to be a little bit bigger than their regular hamburger.
Well, as I was eating it, I was thinking about things that sometimes taste better the next day.
And that's not one of them.
And that wasn't one of them.
Yeah.
I'll tell you something else that doesn't taste good the next day. Or in this case, let's see. I made it, I believe, on a Thursday. It was a peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
And when you eat it,
and
Monday
I believe
or Tuesday.
that I ate it on Sunday. So it was Thursday, and for some reason, I didn't take it the next day. Oh, no, I was off. So it was Thursday, I didn't eat it, and I can't remember why. I don't remember why I didn't eat it. And then Friday I was off. Saturday, then, so it's 3 days, right? So I thought I was going to feed it to Fen, but I tasted it. I'm like, oh, no, he's not going to go for this because it just wasn't good.
It wasn't good.
It wasn't good.
You'd think the peanut butter and jelly would
now that's 3 days. I'm thinking then one day maybe.
Maybe
I just
one
made,
day it would be okay.
I made a peanut butter and jelly for today, but I didn't eat it because Diane bought me pizza. She always buy me. When she goes to the bank, she thinks she has to buy me pizza. God bless her. She just treats me way too good. I always want to pay, and she won't let me pay. So she bought me, and the pizza is really good. It's a very thin crust, but it's really good. And so I didn't eat my peanut butter and jelly. So I'm thinking maybe tomorrow the peanut butter and jelly would be better.
Okay.
But I love spaghetti. See, spaghetti.
It's a couple of days old.
Oh, a day old, or
it soaks up all the sauce.
Soaks up the sauce. Oh man, that is my go-to for sure. Is spaghetti. I don't mind pizza. A lot of people don't like leftover pizza, but I like leftover pizza.
I
don't
like
mind
leftover pizza most of the time.
If I had to rank foods that are better, that are pretty good the next day,
Most Italian are.
and spaghetti's number one for me.
But we used to have rigatoni. I used to always make extra rigatoni when all the kids were home because you would take it in your lunch or I feed it to them for lunch or whatever, but it never went to waste. Like rigatoni, lasagna, all of that is good the next day,
Yeah. I just got a picture of Fen, and he's not feeling well. But she said he's living his best days. He doesn't have a shirt on. He's got his legs crossed, and he's watching TV. God bless him. With his very beautiful pregnant mama, who's this episode will be this will be the last week of August. So the next time we're on, well, actually, I think that'll be in September. It's possible we may have a grandchild at that. Now I think it'll be two episodes in. I think we'll be talking about being grandparents for the second
time.
It's pretty cool. But I'm sorry, I got off. I heard the phone go ding, and my mic is really giving me issues today. I don't know why. It wants a tip. Yours seems fine.
Mine seems fine.
All right, I'm sorry. I want to stop talking about the mic. But so if I ranked foods, if you had foods, is there something that I didn't mention that you like the next day other than we said
chicken?
Pizza?
I like cold chicken.
Cold chicken.
I like cold chicken right now.
You've got me used to that. I like that too.
I do like cold chicken. Now, I've never really tried like McDonald's chicken nuggets cold or anything like that. I'm not really a fast food chicken nugget kind of person anyhow, but like if we have chicken that we've done on the grill or, I do like cold chicken, like chicken fingers, like when Ralph had the chicken fingers at the picnic, I would have taken some and put it in the refrigerator and then the rest of the week I would have cut them up on my salad cold. I put a little bit of ranch dressing on there and
well, if you're like my mom takes all the leftovers and throws it in a salad.
Yeah.
So she don't have to worry about leftovers there because it don't matter. And I'm talking about just about anything. She throws it in some lettuce and she eats it up. So she's almost like an animal in a way because you can throw the slop down.
Yeah.
She just add some lettuce and she's there. So yeah, you don't have to worry about no leftovers at my mom's house. But yeah, cold chicken, you got me into that. The rotisserie chicken I like cold too. I like that. A hamburger and a hot dog, believe it or not, if we just make the burgers, I like them the second day.
Like when you reheat them.
Yeah,
I hate reheat.
I don't mind heating that up. But I will say, like I said, spaghetti's my biggie. Although you made that not squash.
Was it zucchini?
Zucchini on vacation.
Lasagna, zucchini pizza.
Man.
That's good the second day.
That
too.
was excellent. It was so good. It was really good. In fact, I think just recently you made something a little different. You added, it was like a, not a chicken. You usually make I think it's a.
Oh, the zucchini and chicken and stuffing.
Yeah, that was good. Because that's not something you usually add to it. It's a chicken. What do you call it?
It's a chicken casserole.
Casserole, but you added the zucchini to it, and it was really good. So maybe I ought to just do recipes.
I do that with broccoli sometimes too.
Because we've had some. I think Jeff had sent something to you.
Jeff had tried the zucchini casserole with the chicken and the stuffing, and that's why I actually texted him that morning to
just
see
to
what
make
he put
sure,
in it.
but.
They
you had
put
added
sour cream or something, but I didn't have sour cream. I just did without the ingredients that I did, and it was still really
excellent.
good. So
it was excellent. All right, we're going to talk about Only in America. Only in America can DoorDash get to your house faster than an ambulance.
That's true.
Isn't that true?
Probably.
Yeah, it seems true.
Depending on where the DoorDash person is. Yeah. If they're already close to that restaurant, we'll just pick up two and do two at the same time, you know?
Only in America do people order double cheeseburgers, a large fry, and a Diet Coke. Because you got to watch your weight. You got to had that Diet Coke in there to make you feel good. Only in America do banks leave both doors open, then chain the pens to the counters. That's true. They do change pens. They don't want you taking their pens. But everything else is open, well, it's not really open. It's just the doors.
Semi-open.
You got to get in. Only in America do we leave cars worth thousands of dollars in the driveway and leave useless things in junk in boxes in the garage. A lot of people don't use their garage.
I know.
They store, especially if you're a hoarder, store their stuff in there.
We don't have to worry about that.
I built another
built
garage.
a great big 20-foot shed down there. So
I know, and it's still. I should have. You know what I should do?
we do have room in the middle, though.
I just thought I should have you take their stuff. The pool. They wanted the pool and the.
Okay, well,
I'm going to load the car.
When we're done with this, we'll load up the car.
Thank you. You guys are reminding me stuff. Only in America do we buy hot dogs in packages of 10 and buns in packages of 8. Do you remember that when that movie?
They went through and they wanted to take the.
What was the Steve Martin movie where she's getting married?
Yeah.
And he's finally just had it.
Yeah, and
he says, I'm not buying a package of 8 hot dogs and 12 hot dog buns.
Yeah.
He said, and he's talking about the big shots at the hot dog company. Got with the big shots
at the
bun company. And he said, I'm not going to stand for it anymore. Father of the Bride.
Yeah.
I finally figured out what it is. I always wondered why they did that, though. Is there a reason why they only put so many hot dogs? Now, we did buy a package of, what's the big package we buy at Sam's? Is it 36? Or is it 24?
Maybe.
Now, if it's 24 and you buy 2 things of buns, then that works. But most time, it is only 8 hot dogs in a package.
Really? I thought it was more than that.
No.
8?
Because I can see it, 4 and 4. The ballpark, the Oscar Mayer.
So you have 2 extra buns.
You always have 2 extra buns. What are you going to do with them?
Well, the neighbors throw them out for the birds.
Yeah. Only in America do we allow a dumb device called a smartphone to control the life of the thing with an actual brain. That would be us. That only in America. Some of these things definitely do.
I'm sure everyone else is like that with their smartphones too, though.
Yeah, smartphone. Okay, if you had bad breath, would you want a friend or a coworker to let you know? If you leave the house, you always do the breath test where you put your hand up there. Although I don't know if that really works. I feel like I've got a little. What did we eat today? Because I feel like my breath's a little.
We ate chicken and rice.
So if you can smell my breath
And
while you're
veggies.
listening to the podcast, I apologize. But anyway, if you had, who would you like? Would you like a friend to tell you, a coworker, say, hey, you could use a Tic Tac? Obviously, it would be embarrassing, but would you rather know or not know?
I'd rather know before I went into a meeting with a bunch of people that I was.
I think I would want to know, and I wouldn't care who told me as long as, hey, it's.
I might want that wintergreen lifesaver. That's all I want.
Yeah, here's a Tic Tac. No particular reason. Or maybe you have something stuck in your tooth.
Especially if you're going to give a presentation.
Oh, my goodness, yeah. Because then they don't listen to the presentation. If you have...
Did you see that great big piece of something?
Or if you have a zit on the end of your nose.
Yeah, that no one knows.
They just look at the zit on the end of your nose. They're not listening to what you're presenting at all. So what'd you learn? I don't know. Did you see that giant zit on his nose?
Yeah.
I mean, that thing was a whopper. Because it's hard. It's like a train wreck. You can't help yourself.
But look at it.
You try not to look. We watched, we've been watching Too Hot to Handle, because sometimes we like to dumb it down for ourselves. And this poor kid who was trying to be good couldn't help but look at that woman. No, I shouldn't say poor, the woman's breast, because she had some.
And
nice
she offered
breast.
them to him.
She
too.
did say you want to touch him. She did say that. So, all right, final thing here before we take a break, because Terry is getting ready to retire. It's very close. And according to this study, if you really want to be happy in retirement, it really doesn't have a lot to do with money at all. It has more to do with how many friends you have. Think about that for a second.
And I always
So it's
tell you
not
I don't have
necessarily,
any.
oh, you've got friends. They're just all busy.
I know, but that's just it. They're all.
We're all busy. And, we're just as much to blame because we
So
just.
I need to find someone else who's retiring.
Well, yeah.
I would love to find
That has
someone
similar
that
interests.
like wants to walk, like when Dottie lived next door.
Right.
She's the one who got me walking the very first. Again, I walked for physical therapy at each back surgery, but she was a walker, so it was nice.
They did this survey. They talked to 100 people before and after retirement, and they found that a strong family and friend support network was one of the main factors for determining happiness. Now, how many friends do you think you would need to be happy in retirement? Any idea? Like how many? You had a number?
I've never counted a lot of people as close friends. I've never had more than 5 or 6 close. 5 is like up there. Usually 3 real close friends.
It'd be hard to keep them all happy too.
Yeah. The rest I've always considered it, but then there's some that I don't see very often that I consider friends. You know what I mean?
Right.
Just because we've known them so long.
You might be surprised at the number. It's a lot higher than I thought it would be.
Really?
The most satisfied people had about 16 friends they could call on. Those less happy had about 10 friends in retirement. I thought that was.
And I wouldn't say I have 10 close friends, though, that I would tell anything to. I mean, because let's face it, some people blibe their mouths to everyone.
Yeah, just depends.
Yeah, I mean,
you know who you can trust.
Yeah, and that's and I'm wondering if they're thinking 16 people that they could tell almost anything to.
I doubt it. I think they're just talking about 16 friends that you
that you would actually do something like I call and say, hey, you want to go to the mall and walk?
They probably have 2 or 3 that they would
tell everything,
confide in and say, hey, this is what's going on. I just don't. I don't know. Maybe they do. Who knows? But yeah, so friends.
I think 16 is high.
Yeah, well, maybe they're counting. Well, they said friends, but I was thinking if you're counting family members.
I mean, if I counted family members and neighbors and stuff like that, sure, then you got 16.
Yeah, there's always something going on.
But there's certain things I wouldn't tell certain neighbors or certain, you know what I mean?
Right.
I just don't want everyone in the neighborhood knowing.
I missed this completely. We're at the end of August, and I just completely missed this because it even says welcome to August. And I was going to, our first show in August, I was going to say this, but we came back from vacation. We had weddings, we had the vacation, and I just kind of lost
and
this.
Then I kind of ruined coming back from vacation.
No, you didn't. It's fine. We're here.
Yeah,
we made it.
It's just,
Even though I drove for 3 hours. 3 hours. That's the most I've driven. Oh, boy.
In all the years we've gone there.
At one time. Oh, yeah. Oh, absolutely.
I don't even think you've ever, when we went to Florida, you didn't even drive that long.
When I get there, there's times that I've driven in Nags Head and the Outer Banks, but I don't do the long trip. And that is the first time, and I'm proud of myself. I can't do it.
Oh, you did fine.
I just don't want to do it.
I didn't remember part of it, Norfolk, but
Yeah.
I was kind of out of it.
Yeah. So here's what I missed for August.
Try not to barf in the car.
August is the number 1 month for new babies that are born.
Oh, that's neat.
The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention says August is the most popular month of the year for births. Any idea what you think is the second month for babies, for having babies?
Sometime in the fall.
Nope.
It's
July. My birthday.
July.
So July and August. August is number 1. July number 2. So I was trying to think. You go back, right? You got to go back 9 months.
See, a lot of times.
So it's in the winter time.
Like I know when we were signing up for school, you had to be 5 by September 1st to start. So July and August would work out good that when you turn 5, then you would just go.
So what's 9 months from
9 months before.
So it'd be September, right? No.
Yeah. October.
October. So people are getting that whack 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 in October. I don't have the good porn songs to do that. All right, we come back. She's still counting. When we get back, we'll figure it out. I think it's October, isn't it?
Yeah, October.
Okay.
October and November.
When we come back, we'll talk about the little white lies you might have told your kids or that maybe you heard from your parents. And so don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. So you want to start a podcast. Maybe you're listening to the show today and you're thinking to yourself, boy, that would be fun. And I have a lot of things I want to talk about. Maybe today is the day. Maybe you're looking for a new marketing channel, or you have a message that you'd like to share with the world, or you just think it would be fun to have a talk show. Now, it is a lot of fun just talking to your friends. Maybe you have ideas about sports, life, or whatever your passion is. Today's the day. Podcasting is easy, it's inexpensive, and it's a fun way to expand your reach online. And where should you go? Buzzsprout. It's hands down the easiest, and it's the best way to launch, promote, and track your podcast. And your show, believe it or not, can be online and listed in all the major podcast directories in minutes, like Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcast, and you wouldn't believe how many more there are. And they make it simple to join all of them. Podcasting is not hard when you have the right partners, and Buzzsprout is the team to join. They are passionate about your success. You can join over 1,000 podcasters already using Buzzsprout. We're one of them. We've been on Buzzsprout from the beginning, and I'm so glad I joined up. I had a little bit of an issue, emailed a customer service rep, and they got back to me within 5 minutes, and they had me calm down. It wasn't that hard, and what I was doing was my fault. So here's all you got to do. Click on the link in the show notes. It tells Buzzsprout we sent you. You can support our show, and if you get a paid plan, you get a $20 gift certificate from Amazon. Now, here's some other things that Buzzsprout provides. Like, you get a great looking podcast website. Now, a lot of people think, oh, I got to get a website, got to pay for that. No, you don't. They provide it for you. Also, they have audio players. Maybe you have a website, and all you want to do is promote your show on your own website. You can do that with their audio players, and you can also drop it into other websites and on Facebook or Twitter, and they help you do it all. Believe me, Buzzsprout is the way to go. They've helped me immensely, and I've had a lot of fun doing it. So maybe today is a day for you to start your podcast. And if you do, check out the link below in the show notes and get a $20 Amazon gift card. So they have this, I'm just going to do, I was going to do something else, but I'm going to do this. So we talked about, and then we're going to end the show and it's sad. I think it's just, for me, I'm having a hard time because it's just sad that I just feel like we just had some summer. It's been nice. We've actually gotten pool time. We've had more pool time after vacation than a lot of years.
Than a lot of years.
A lot of years we come back and things just, you either go back to work, the weather
Which I
hasn't been.
should be back to work now,
Yeah,
but
you should
instead I'm doing
Terry's-
appointments still.
Terry's got some mold in her system. So she's taking charcoal. Believe it or not, charcoal pills are supposed to help if you have mold in your system. In order to find out you have mold in your system, it's not
Costs
cheap.
quite a
It
bit of money.
costs some money. And insurance doesn't pay for it. Why would they? So she's taking all kinds of vitamins, and the charcoal, I guess, it's supposed to
Toxin relievers.
bring the mold to it, and then you release it.
Yeah.
And you know how Terry releases it. She goes shopping because that brings out everything.
Bathroom.
The bathroom. She did it again today. We weren't together, but as soon as you got started, boom, got to go to the bathroom. Where
The
were
stores, Gabe's.
Oh, Gabe's.
And I didn't even buy anything in there.
If you had to rank bathrooms that you've gone,
Yeah. Well,
What would
they
be
did
number-
redo theirs, so it's a little bit better than it used to be.
number one would be what? If you had to rank a bathroom, that you-
Sam's Club
Sam's
has
is
a
right
nice
up there.
Our Sam's Club has a nice
what
bathroom.
about Walmart?
Target's pretty good. Walmart, go to the back one in ours
Oh, there's two of
instead
them?
of the front one. Yeah, the back one's cleaner.
Oh. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. If you have to poop, Sam's Club's the way to go. They should put it on their as their motto. Great store to poop in. In the bathroom. not in the middle of the aisle.
Yeah.
So have you ever talked to your kids, they ask you questions, and maybe you told them, a little white lie, you thought it was harmless. Well,
Does this look okay on me? Yeah,
well,
it's fine.
that kind of like that, but like this one, this is the very first one. Hold on, I don't have my mouse, so I'm trying to do this. So this person said, I always thought adults were geniuses and that they knew everything. So they asked their dad how waves at the beach were made. And he said, by the whales. And the person said, I believed that for years, that the whales
Made
the waves. And I guess, if you're going to, I don't know why you couldn't just say, a lot of it is the winds and the
Boat.
right.
Yeah, I mean,
There's a lot of things.
you can get an extra wave from a boat going by. Or
whales
something.
I guess, could be part of it, but I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know. Now I got to look that up. Another one that little white lies that kids were told. This person said, I was told in like fourth grade science, that our blood was blue in our bodies, and on the way back to the lungs, oxygen makes it red. Well, I hate to tell you, but our blood is red. It's not blue.
I was told that it's
Blue?
That the oxygen makes it red.
Well, yeah, but I mean, so is it blue? It's not.
So we see it red because it's touching oxygen all the time.
Yeah, but I watch
But
him
look
take
at your
blood out of my
veins. If you see
vein,
the
and it
vein,
was red. It wasn't blue coming out of me.
I know, but it's hitting oxygen.
Not if
It's
it's in that
going into a
tube.
tube. Yeah, there's oxygen in that tube.
Nah, it's sealed. Hearing next year that they're going to be a lot harder on you about this. They said that they were in school, and they would hear every year at the end of the school year,
Next
like
year.
in elementary school, it's going to get harder. And then they said then in middle school, it's going to get a little bit harder. And then, but by high school, the rules are actually much less strict. And that
The
is
rules,
true. The
yeah,
rules.
But the work is supposed to get harder. Is
Supposed
what I think
to.
they mean. Yeah.
Supposed to.
But if you learned what you were supposed to learn this year, it shouldn't be too much. You're building on what you learn each year.
Yeah. My nana would say, you're getting so tall whenever she saw me. I'm 5'1". Are you making fun of me, Nana? Is that what's happening here? I mean, well, if you're taller than your Nana, then
Yeah,
you're
you're getting
tall.
tall. Yeah,
My nanas
or short.
were shorter, and I got to the point where I was taller than them. The moths were the ghost of butterflies. That was someone's dad told him that moths were the ghost of butterflies. That's a pretty good one there.
Yeah.
That's a decent little line. Saying we're almost there during a long car journey. Boy, I've done that. Are we there yet? Yeah.
We're almost
We're
there.
close, and they're
We're
probably
getting closer. We're only halfway, but
yeah.
we're getting closer.
They take a 5-hour nap, and the next thing they're like, "We still there?" Oh yeah, we're almost there. My grandpa told me he wouldn't swim with me at the beach because he's made of salt and he'll melt, and I believed him.
That's a good one.
That is a good one. I'm made of salt.
I made of salt and I'll melt.
This person said, these are some little white lies that people have told or heard. Our DARE officer in elementary school said, the reason marijuana was so dangerous is because the smoke never leaves your lungs. Well, I don't know much about marijuana, so.
I don't either, but
I know they say gets in, if you smoke it, it's
it gets in your hair follicles
for like
and
30
everything,
days,
yeah.
I think I heard.
Oh, 30 days, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, this is a good one. This is a white lie that I've heard, and I've probably said. If you keep making that face,
Your face is going to stick
it'll
like that.
freeze that way.
Like if you keep sticking your nose up like a pig, your nose is going to stick that way.
Here's another good one. You hear somebody cracking their knuckles. You crack your knuckles, it's bad for you.
It's going to give you arthritis.
All your knuckles and
Are
your
gonna
stuff will be all real big and
arthritic.
arthritic.
And that
yeah.
does not cause it, they say.
Here's one that I have heard too. Swallowed gum takes 7 years to digest.
Yes,
I've heard that one too.
I've heard that one too, but I don't think it's true.
I don't think it is.
You know, you'd have
swallow
to swallow a great big wad to see how long it took to go through your system. Like if you ate 3 or 4 packs all in one day and swallowed it all, then that might tell you when it's coming out. When it come out, you'd have to pay attention.
Yeah, exactly. Some other little white lies that the boys tease you because they like you, and this person said, no, they're bullies. I don't know. Sometimes
I think sometimes kids do tease when they like them.
Sometimes they do.
They pick on them, poke them, poke.
See, this one they say is a little white lie, but I actually believe this one. Only people who work hard get ahead in life. And I've always said you got to work hard to get what you want. But there are people that have kind of
There are people who fall in a pile of crap and come out smelling like a rose.
That's very true.
There are some people that you just,
it just happens.
Yeah, but I think most people, the harder workers get rewarded for it. I mean, I hope that,
Yeah, I hope so too.
Unless we choose to do something different. Like
right.
I've had better jobs and bid on lesser jobs.
How about this is number 14? You'll understand when you are older. This person said, I'm almost 30 and I still don't.
Yeah, certain things. Yeah, certain things about,
I understand that. Sometimes I don't understand either. That my pet ducks flew south for the winter. Apparently, we ate them for Thanksgiving. I learned this as a 40-year-old adult. So they ate their ducks. This poor girl's ducks. She thinking they're flying to
south for the winter.
But when you think, eventually they'd come back, but nope, they're in your belly and then out the old took us. Some other little white lies that someday my prince will come. Thanks, Disney. Well, maybe someday your prince will come, though. You never know.
You might have missed him because you weren't looking.
Yeah, maybe.
You weren't, sometimes them frogs are the princes.
Yep. My mom always told us it was illegal to have the lights on in the car. Like when you're driving and they want to read.
It isn't? I would think it would distract other drivers.
I don't think it's illegal, though.
I don't know, but I would think that it might cause an accident.
It could.
If it's shining wrong and you're, come around the corner and.
Was there anything that maybe your mom and dad told you as you were young and you thought, that don't sound right? Like, did you ever ask the question, where babies come from? Did they ever answer?
From the stork.
I was trying to remember if I ever asked mom and dad. I don't remember asking them that.
I don't remember asking.
I don't remember being at. Do you remember our kids ever asking that? Because I don't.
No, and I think our kids.
I think they knew more than we did, to be honest with you.
I know.
You know what I mean?
I know.
I think they knew a lot more.
I think we were pretty upfront with our kids about things.
I just don't remember them asking them, and I had to tell them, some type of I just don't remember.
Yeah, and ours could have asked because I had Zachary when they were 7 and 9, so they could have really said, "Oh, how do you get the baby in there?" And
yeah.
I don't remember them ever asking.
No, like I said, I think they knew more
than we did. Yeah.
I probably needed to go to them to get some information. Let's end it with this: the world's biggest veggie lovers. What country do you think is the biggest veggie lover? The DailyMail.com, they ranked 184 countries based on how much vegetables they consume each day. We're going to find out where the U.S. and some other countries fall in line. Countries eating the most vegetables. Any ideas at all?
No idea.
New Macedonia was number 5.
New Macedonia.
Yeah. Guyana is number 4. Albania is number 3.
I was thinking third world countries in those.
Croatia, number 2. And the country with people eating the most vegetables, which kind of makes sense. Now, I was going to say Japan, because Japan, a lot of we do a lot of their, but it's China. China's number 1.
Oh.
Eat the most vegetables. Any idea where you think the U.S. fell?
About 10th, 11th. I don't know.
No, we're way back there. We're in the top 50. We're at number 43. for veggies. Did they say 184? Australia comes in at number 85. But yeah, if you love veggies here in the U.S., well, we're at number 43. We eat veggies. I mean,
we eat veggies a lot. I think
these are just,
I eat a lot. If I eat a salad almost every lunch.
Right.
And then I eat veggies with my dinner. And then when I was dieting, I was trying to eat 2. Today I had 2 veggies with my dinner.
Did they used to say, I was thinking about the lies. They used to say, if you sit real close to the TV,
your eyesight will go bad. Yeah, I remember they said that.
I think they said it, whenever you did, if you would yank off, then it would make your eyes go cross-eyed.
Cross-eyed.
Go cross-eyed or something.
I don't know. They were just trying to make you not do things like that.
If you're in the bathroom and you shake it more than once, you're playing with it.
Yeah.
All right, that's it. These are some of the great things you can take with you while you're trying to figure out something to talk about in the elevator. Elevators are really weird. When you get in there with somebody, you kind of know, but you don't know. And you don't really have it's like you either talk about the weather, right? Because that usually comes up.
Yeah.
Or you say, how you doing? And, they might tell you, they might say.
Where, at work. When you
it's just elevators are just a strange place for me. I'm not really good at.
Small talk.
It just depends on who's, in the elevator.
Yeah, Penny gets in with you.
We can talk about anything. She usually, comes up with something. Might have to get her on the show.
Yeah.
We might have to put her on.
I think she'd be funny.
Oh, I know
her
she
and
would
Joe
be.
would be together. If you can get a subject that they can go on, that would be really
We'll talk about
good.
Mac Discount because Joe loves Mac
Discount. Mm-hmm.
He loves it. But no, we'll figure it out. But anyway, that's it for today's show. Don't forget to subscribe. Every Monday we have a new episode. Season 3 is going to begin in September, and I'm excited about it. I mean,
is it going to begin on Labor Day?
I believe it will be, Labor Day.
Is that a Monday?
Unless we want to kind of, if we fall behind, then we could go start the season like a week after.
That's going to be another busy week for me.
I know. That's why I'm wondering.
Because Tuesday I have a test. Wednesday baby will be born. Thursday I have to go back to the doctor.
So yeah, we're gonna have to figure that out because we have some guests we want to have on. I might talk to Matt, see what he's up to, maybe this week or at least next week. Get them on for a show. Zach and Sarah actually have their own YouTube or getting ready to put out a YouTube channel. And the content that I just saw was pretty good.
It was funny.
It was
good.
funny.
Yeah.
It was, I got to give them some kudos. Maybe we'll talk to them about that.
Okay.
And I would actually like to do the same thing with our podcast. They could show me what they're doing and put it on YouTube because they call it a static image, but Sarah really was putting a lot of different things, pop pictures up. But anyway, let's get back to our podcast.
So if we had a static image, we could do our podcast on YouTube.
Oh yeah. Yeah. It would be all audio until we're ready for video. Which I don't know if my face is ready for video or not.
Yeah, is anyone ready for our face?
Are you ready for my close-up, Mr. DeVille? Oh, is that you or me? Oh, that's me.
I don't have my phone down.
Yeah, that was me. That was the computer.
Oh.
So don't forget to subscribe every Monday. We have a new episode, and you can contact us or follow us on Facebook or Twitter. Just Talkin', TALKIN out loud. We also have Gmail. We're on Spotify. You can talk to us that way. I think Apple started to come out with. That's why I like the YouTube is they can type in as for the show and maybe give us ideas. But you can follow us on Facebook and Twitter, and you can also contact us if you'd like to at justtalkingoutloud@gmail.com. And we are out.
Peace out.
Thank you for listening. We hope you enjoyed today's show.